Good morning. I'm Dr. Patrick Bodner, Vice Provost of Parker University, and I'm honored to celebrate commencement with the class of December 2019. To continue our ceremony, please join me in standing for the singing of the national anthem by Parker University alumna Dr. Robin Boshears Patrick. Afterwards, please remain standing for the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's bow our heads. Generous and loving God, today our hearts are filled with gratitude. Thank you for guiding us to this wondrous commencement day. Thank you for our graduates' family and friends, teachers and mentors who have helped get them to this moment and see that great things are in the reach of those who serve others. We hope their happiness be at least as great as ours on this joyful occasion. Bless all the faculty, administration, and staff at Parker University who have educated our graduates intellectually, spiritually, and physically. Wherever life takes our graduates, please grant them trust in themselves and others, courage to stand up for what is right and just, and empathy and compassion to be a force of light for people in need. Please help them see that dreaming isn't about self-gain, but rather seeing beyond that what limits, harms, and agonizes humankind. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, thank you, and please take your seats. Please join me in welcoming Parker University's Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Jane Moschella.
Thank you, Dr. Bodner. I'm pleased to welcome everyone here today. Graduates, commencement marks a major milestone in your lives. As you begin this new journey, please join me in thanking a very important group of people, your parents, family members, and friends. They are also guests of honor at today's occasion. We have many veterans, active duty military personnel, and military family members with us today. Please stand if you are on active duty, retired, or a veteran. On behalf of the Parker University family, thank you for your service to our country. Parker University officially opened September 12th, 1982, with 27 students in Irving, Texas. The charter class graduated in September 1985. Today, we are participating in the 103rd commencement of Parker University. To date, 7,435 students have graduated. There are 85 graduates in this class, making a total of 7,520 from our chiropractic program. And on a personal note, today marks my 30th year as a doctor of chiropractic, so I graduated in December just like you. It goes really fast. In addition, Parker University is also conferring degrees to our inaugural graduating classes for the Masters of Clinical Neuroscience and Master of Neuroscience programs. Today, we will also award a Bachelor of Science with a major in anatomy and/or a Bachelor of Science with a major in health and wellness. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce our platform party. Dr. William Morgan, President. Dr. Robert Rosenbaum, member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Christina Hartley, Parker University Alumni Board member. Dr. Patrick Bodner, Vice Provost. Dr. Ken Malcolmson, President and CEO of the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce and our commencement speaker. And Dr. Eric Russell, Dean of Student Engagement and Special Projects. Thank you. It is appropriate and important to recognize a group of dedicated individuals who have given much time and effort to assist these graduates in achieving their goals and help make this day possible. We at Parker University believe we have the finest faculty and staff of any institution in the world. I would like the faculty and staff to stand and receive acknowledgement for their efforts. Thank you. Carrying the ceremonial mace today in commencement program is our Faculty Senate President, Ms. Paula Robinson, Associate Professor, Department of Clinical Sciences. Serving as faculty marshals today are Dr. Michael Perryman, Professor, Department of Basic Sciences, Dr. Dan Smith, Assistant Professor, Parker Chiropractic Wellness Clinics. And hooding the candidates today are Dr. Celia McGuire, Dean of Academics for the College of Chiropractic, Dr. Leon Tom, Dean of Clinics for the College of Chiropractic, and Dr. Gregory Hollinsworth, Assistant Professor, Department of Clinical Sciences, who is also carrying the ceremonial flag. Thank you all for your assistance in this commencement program. Please help me and welcome back to the stage our Vice Provost, Dr. Patrick Bodner.
In early 2019, Parker University launched 2 graduate degree programs, the Master's in Neuroscience and the Master's in Clinical Neuroscience. Both programs consist of a very in-depth and broad range of study in the areas of neuroanatomy, neurophysiology, and dysfunction of the nervous system. And the Master's in Clinical Neuroscience includes a clinical residency course. These are very rigorous programs, and many of the graduates that sit before us today have completed the program while concurrently enrolled full-time in the Doctor of Chiropractic program. Parker is very proud of this inaugural class for the Masters in Neuroscience and Clinical Neuroscience. Dr. Eric Russell.
The graduates of the Masters in Neuroscience and Masters of Clinical Neuroscience programs, please stand. With those assisting in the conferring of these degrees, please take your places. I present to you the graduating class of the December 2019 for the inaugural class of the Masters of Clinical Neuroscience and the Masters of Neuroscience programs. The faculty have determined that each of these students have completed or will soon complete all requirements for the degree, and the faculty have certified them of being worthy of the degree. Will the graduates please come forward? For the students graduating today with the Doctor of Chiropractic degree, please find your seat with your classmates after you've received your master's degree. The rest of the graduates may be seated until the marshal directs you to rise. Asa Grablamadin. For the Masters in Clinical Neuroscience, Lawrence Michael Larson. Michelle Martin Eisenman. Paige Nicole Quibido. Leonard Wright. Ashley Danielle Edwards. James Barker. Tamara Michelle Finch. Danielle Nicole Johnson. Samantha Rose Ledger. Callie Marie McCormick. Brian Mitchell. Ashley Kate Ronderman. Platform party, please have a seat. Let's give our graduates of the Masters of Clinical Neuroscience and Neuroscience a big round of applause. The valedictorian salutatorian designations are very special recognitions of American higher education. Salutatorian comes from the Latin root salutatorius, meaning pertaining to visiting or greeting. Beginning in the early 18th century, the salutatorian designated the person giving the welcoming address at the college commencement. In current usage, the salutatorian is an academic title given in the United States and Canada to the second highest graduate, based upon grade point average of the entire graduating class. While the salutatorian no longer technically delivers the welcoming address, the salutatorian is the first student to speak at Parker University graduation ceremony. The rank of second in the class is one of academic achievement. Parker University's salutatorian is a student who attained a 3.89 grade point average. Please join me in congratulating Larissa Armstrong Kager.
Hello, everyone. So Dr. Campbell did tell me that if I really muffed this up, that he would do the Thriller dance. So I'm kind of hoping I might throw this, I don't know. But really, thank you everyone for being here. I cannot say how much we really do appreciate your support and love. I think I can speak for most of my classmates when I say that the past 3.5 years have been nothing short of a whirlwind. There were good days and there were bad days. There were good days, and there were Dr. Marsban test days. There were good days, and there were Dr. Hall phys die practical exam days. But I promise there were many good days, like Caleb trying to eat 2 donuts the size of his head, or the time we gave a class group hug to Dr. Sarkar, or any time Kyle graced us with his spot-on impressions. Or Rowan buying us dozens and dozens of donuts on any international holiday, which apparently to him is like every Tuesday, so. To the front of the classroom that had to endure the stench of my broccoli and lunches every day, thank you for not banishing me. And to Dr. Pearson, the one day you had a cough attack in the middle of lecture and you thought it was a sewage burst, it was actually my Brussels sprouts. So I am sorry for that. No matter the good or bad, I've always been a firm believer that you are the combined effort of everyone you've ever known. For better or for worse, the past 3.5 years have impacted us all greatly. There are several people who need to be thanked. To God and to the friends and family who are here today, thank you. For many of my classmates and I, there were plenty of moments we didn't know if we'd be sitting here today. Doubts, fear, and worry often creeped in and felt like a blanket over the top of us. If it weren't for the encouragement, the support, the coffee breaks, I promise you we would not be standing here today. Thank you for your kindness and your understanding despite our absences and distractions. Thank you for being a light in all the moments where we could not find our own. We did not accomplish this by our own accord. It was your voices and your love that gave us the courage to continue every day. To my wife, Shelby, you've seen darker sides of me than I ever hoped you'd see. Thank you for picking me up, for praying with me, and for providing me hope, all while still allowing me to discover myself in the process. To our professors, our mentors, and now our colleagues, thank you. I want you to know that what you do is important. I want you to know that you are appreciated for the effort you may feel goes unnoticed and underpraised. I want you to know that the work you put in is making a difference. What you teach goes far beyond the chiropractic office. You've ingrained and instilled into us lessons that will be carried for years into the future. And you did this not by teaching to a test, but from teaching what you know and hold to be true in your heart. It is not always what you teach that stirs our souls. The moments of raw vulnerability when you showcase your purest, unscripted self changes our lives. The extra minute you take to help someone individually, to offer them coffee or a cup of tea in your office, or being an ear for when stresses get too heavy, These small gestures are large moments, so thank you. To my classmates, I think it's difficult to give parting words to a group that holds such diversity in thought, philosophy, and techniques such as ours. However, there are at least 3 things I believe that we can all hold with some sort of respect in our future journeys. First, never stop being a student. Although you hold a doctorate degree in your hand, please remember that you are a student to every person that walks into your door. They are new to you. You are a student to their discomforts, to their struggles, and to their hardships. Take the time to listen, to learn, and to understand them as a human being first. Take the time to admit your failures, to confront your shortcomings, or to be okay with your uncertainties. Contrary to belief, they do not make you weak. They make you inquisitive, and they keep you receptive. You are now a doctor, but please never think you're above first being a student. Second, I hope that you hold in high regard the importance of your words. I hope that you hold in high regard the messages you convey. I hope you empower rather than impede. And I hope that you liberate rather than shackle. I hope that you educate rather than dictate. Last, something our reverend at church reminded us of a few weeks ago. When the bad days come knocking, and they will, I hope that you choose gratitude. I hope that amidst pain and fear and loss, you choose gratitude. If you can choose to be grateful even when things are difficult, we can have eyes that see something new. You can have empathy, and you can have hope, and you can have a new understanding. I believe that when we choose gratitude, you can change everything. There's almost nothing you can do about situations out there, but you can change the way you view it. I pray that you don't make decisions out of fear to avoid pain, because sometimes that's what gets you where you need to go. So amidst what feels like mighty rain, please don't forget how much you've always loved to swim. To Shelby and to all the people who know me, I might need you to strap me down and replay me saying this about 40 times in the near future. So, congrats to the class of December 2019. Since the beginning, we've always been the try to applaud others at the podium. This time, I hope you give it to yourself. Thank you.
Congratulations, Larissa. She also reminded me there's a small typo in my script today. She received a 3.98, not a 3.89. So congratulations again, Larissa. I'll never live that one down. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian. The word valedictorian is taken from the Latin root valedicere, meaning to bid farewell. The valedictorian title is historically rooted in the student's traditional role as the final speaker at the college graduation ceremony. In current North American usage, the valedictorian is the academic title given to the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average. And while there's no longer the final speaker at commencement, the valedictorian is the final student speaker. The rank of first in the graduating class represents an academic achievement at Parker University, an achievement based on sustained effort over several years. Parker's valedictorian completed the challenging course of study with a cumulative 4.0 GPA. Please join me in congratulating Connor Edwards.
Thank you, Dr. Russell, for introducing me. Since Chance decided to say my speech at the luncheon 2 days ago, I had to have Brian help me write a new speech. So I hope that's okay. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. It is an honor for me to be able to stand up here today and represent such a talented and educated group of individuals. I want to start off by reminding y'all of something one of my favorite professors, Brahm, said to us in Tri 3 that stuck with me throughout the entire program. And that was, Live the next 3 years like nobody else wants to, so you can live the rest of your life like nobody else can. Well, graduates, it's been a long 3.5 years. We've endured countless hours of studies, hundreds of examinations, and we've eaten countless number of Rowan's donuts. Some of us made lifelong friends, some of us found love, and most of us developed caffeine addictions. But above all of us have discovered our passion to help others through chiropractic. Today is a new beginning. Today marks the time where we begin to live the rest of our lives the way that we have dreamt. Today we transition from our academic journey as students to becoming full-fledged members of the chiropractic profession, a profession that has risen from a place of persecution to a profession that has become well-respected due to persistence, communion, loving service provided by chiropractic pioneers and the chiropractors that have followed in their footsteps. A profession that views health on a spectrum rather than simply the presence or absence of disease. As a profession, we've come so far, but we still have a lot of work left to do. Moving forward, I hope that Park University and this class continues to advance the science of chiropractic and further unravel the health benefits of the adjustment. I believe that under the guidance of Dr. Morgan and opening of the Synapse Center, we have a promising future of growth and expanding role within the healthcare community. With that being said, I also hope that we don't forget about our chiropractic philosophy. I hope that we remember that all living matter is intelligent, it's able to heal, and it's able to adapt. And sometimes all we need is just a little push in the right direction with a little HVLA, of course. To my fellow graduates, from the very beginning of this program, we've known that this class is special. From academic success in the classroom to becoming known as the Loving Tri in clinic, I believe that the people in this class have the ability to inspire change and to make an impact. It has truly been a blessing to have gone through this program with you all, and looking back now, I wouldn't change anything. Now, as we move forward in our careers, I want you to give yourselves permission to do something exceptional. I want you to stand on the shoulders of giants, and I want you to set new standards. I want you to always strive to master and evolve the art of chiropractic. Use your heads, use your hands, and use your hearts to change lives, and measure your success based on the value that you bring to the people around you. And be sure to leave this world and this profession better than you found it. In closing, I want to thank all of the family and friends who infinitely have supported us throughout our academic journeys. The sacrifices that you and us students have made have allowed us to become a part of something much bigger than ourselves. I ask that y'all continue to push us and believe in us so that we can be the best doctors that we can be. And finally, class of December 2019, we did it.
Congratulations, Connor. The Robert Zeppelith Service and Leadership Award is presented to the graduating student upon the recommendation of a select committee comprised of faculty, staff, and administrators in recognition of their dedicated services that reflects the exemplary service and leadership of Dr. Robert Zeppelith, who served as chair of the Board of Trustees from 1987 to 2003. Please join me in congratulating this ceremony's Robert J. Zeppelith Service and Leadership Award, Kason Belknap. Congratulations, Kason. Please help me welcome to the podium to give the James W. Parker Philosophy Award our president, Dr. William Morgan.
Thank you, Dr. Russell. So chiropractic is a healing art with a philosophy. It's our goal to remove the barriers to good health. That's what we do. We don't give artificial drugs or surgery, but we want to maximize the expression of health and life. In each commencement, the James W. Parker Philosophy Award Committee selects a member of the graduating class to be recognized for the exceptional abilities espousing the philosophy, science, and art of chiropractic, as well as incorporating into the professional philosophy these principles which become the hallmark of Parker College of Chiropractic and Parker University. I'd now like to bring up, or I'd rather please join me in congratulating Victoria Casaneda, who's received our James W. Parker Award. Victoria? Yeah. Congratulations, did you know you get it? No. So you didn't tell me you're getting married, did you? Oops, pardon me.
Congratulations, award recipients. Mr. Ken Malcolmson has served as the president and CEO of the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce since June 2017. He is responsible for the oversight of all chamber programs, operations, new member generation, and communications with the board of directors. In addition, Ken leads the staff of the chamber and the chamber's strong public affairs presence in the Dallas area. Prior to joining the North Dallas Chamber, Mr. Malcolmson had a lengthy career as an executive in the health insurance and benefits business with Aetna, Towers Perrin, Cigna, Express Scripts, and most recently as the West Region CEO for the commercial segment of Humana. Immediately before joining the Chamber, he served as the CEO of a healthcare startup, Afferent Provider Solutions. Ken also has a real passion for civic engagement, as evidenced by his key impact roles in numerous nonprofit organizations. He has served on the board of directors of the YMCA of Metro Dallas, the Dallas Regional Chamber, Momentous Institute, the Dallas Breakfast Group, the Dallas Friday Group, and the Friends of Katy Trail. Mr. Malcolmson has a BA in political science and government from Southern Methodist University, where he has served on the board of trustees, chair of the SMU Alumni Board, and a multitude of executive and advisory boards. Please welcome a very great friend to Parker University, Mr. Ken Malcolmson.
So, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. Really do appreciate it. Dr. Morgan, graduates, families, and friends. When I received the invitation from Drs. Michella and Russell to speak to you today, I was thrilled and beyond honored. You see, I have a great respect for Parker University and its many meaningful contributions to our community. The legacy that Dr. Parker left in both North Texas as well as in the global chiropractic community is simply immeasurable. I'm proud to be associated with Parker in some small way, so thank you for this opportunity today. I was asked to speak to you today about an event that has impacted a large swath of the North Dallas landscape. In fact, it may have affected some of you in this room as well. On Sunday night, October 20th, we found ourselves under siege by a 140-mile-per-hour tornado that touched down over a 17-mile route from West Dallas through North Dallas, Richardson, and ultimately Garland. The destruction in this densely populated area was substantial, with estimates exceeding over $2 billion in damages. At the same time, in spite of the intensity of the storm and the path it took, there was not a single fatality or even a serious injury. This was truly a miracle, and in spite of the devastation, an amazing silver lining. The North Dallas Chamber of Commerce has been doing great things in the North Dallas community since 1954, and we have had a building at the southwest quadrant of Preston and Royal, and we've had that there since 1979. And it was only 18 months ago that we opened our brand new building on that same site, and it was truly our pride and joy. But as fate would have it, Preston Royal has been referred to as the epicenter of the tornado's wrath. Our worst fears were confirmed when we were finally able to get to our building that Monday morning after the storm. As an aside, that morning was what I would characterize as surreal. First, we had to talk our way through multiple police blockades, and we could only get within a half a mile of our building due to all the fallen trees and debris. I found myself walking down the middle of Preston Road, dodging downed power lines, telephone poles, and massive piles of storm debris. It was also surreal since one of the busiest intersections in all of Dallas was eerily quiet. When we finally reached our building, it was apparent there was mass destruction, not just relative to our building, but in the entire neighborhood. The roof of our building was literally found inside the next door bank building. The entire two southern quadrants of Preston and Royal were in effect destroyed. While we were hopeful we could salvage as much as possible from our building, it was also apparent that there would be little that we could. Other buildings and homes in our vicinity suffered even greater damage than we did. Our small staff of 6 people mobilized quickly, each taking on specific responsibilities, often without even being asked to do so. By the end of that first day, we had a contractor on site who boarded up all the windows and doors and put on a temporary roof. Within 72 hours, the interior of the building was demoed by that same contractor after we had salvaged what records, memorabilia, and other stuff we could and transported everything into storage units in Addison. We also immediately established a P.O. box at another post office since our closest post office was also severely damaged. Our team worked diligently, quickly, and independently, canceling service contracts, working with our insurance adjuster and public adjuster, ensuring our website and social media services were operational, and began regular communications to our members, the community at large, and other stakeholders. Fortunately, the vast majority of our information was stored in the cloud and was easily accessible once we equipped each of our staff members with new laptops and other technological tools. Again, all within 72 hours. The biggest challenge we faced was relocating 24 events that were already on the calendar between October 21st and the end of the year. Thanks to dozens of offers from our generous members, our Chief Operating Officer was able to do just that within 1 week. And by the way, he accomplished that while not only not being able to have an office to go to, but his home was also destroyed. Now, we have all of our events through March relocated as well. So it's simply amazing the amount of effort that had gone into ensuring that we went uninterrupted. And as a team, we decided to work from our homes rather than establish new offices during this interim period of time. Now, 6 weeks out from that fateful day, the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce hasn't missed a beat, and while we've settled into a new normal, it's business as usual. In the meantime, we are waiting on feedback from our structural engineer regarding the integrity of all the 4 walls that are still standing, and which will dictate how quickly we can rebuild. You know, I can't help but think of the parallels between the experience of the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce and your academic careers. Words or phrases like overcoming adversity, resilience, and grit immediately come to mind. Each of you, through your perseverance, have accomplished much in your academic experience, which has prepared you well for this next stage of your life. You should all be very proud. Graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff should all take a bow for a job well done. So, here are just a few of the things we learned from our disaster recovery experience that I believe can apply to each of you as you enter into this next phase of your life. First, be prepared. As an Eagle Scout, I have a deep respect for the Boy Scouts motto. We all need to be ready for anything that may come our way and develop contingency plans for when things don't go as planned. Second, as I heard from your salutatorian, adopt an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for the silver linings and our many blessings in the face of adversity. I'm grateful that there were no fatalities nor serious injuries from the tornado. I'm grateful for our incredibly productive staff. I'm grateful for our generous members and friends in the community who have come to our aid. So, what are you grateful for? Third, be positive. Take on each day with a sense of hope, promise, and optimism, regardless of the challenges you are facing. And believe me, you will face many in your business careers. I have 45 years of scars to show for it, but I've never felt more energized or engaged as I am now. Every day is a new adventure. Fourth, adopt the concept of we over me. Minimize the word I in your vocabulary. If you subordinate yourself in a conversation, it's amazing how your conversational skills will improve. One of my favorite ads is for an insurance company every year on the 4th of July. You'll look for it in the next 4th of July. It says, there are 1,458 words in the Declaration of Independence, and not one of them is me, I, or my. Happy Interdependence Day. Fifth, take action immediately. Be decisive when faced with adversity. As we say in corporate America, be willing to fail, but fail fast. Sixth, don't lose sight of the big picture. My favorite business quote is from the famed founder of FedEx, Fred Smith, who said, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So don't get wrapped up too much in the details, and don't spend time on things you simply can't control. Seventh, be informed and be engaged. Establish connections and a network in your respective communities. You will receive a high return on your investment of your time. And I implore you to subscribe to as many local news sources as you do national ones. What happens at the local level impacts your life much more than what happens at the national level. And as I mentioned earlier today, the state of Texas, as measuring our civic engagement, is frankly a national disgrace relative to voter engagement. We are 50th out of 50 states in terms of participation in voting in our state. That's an issue that we clearly have to change, and that really represents engagement at its best. And eighth, give back. One of my other favorite quotes is from the legendary UCLA basketball coach, John Wooden, who said, "You cannot live a perfect day without doing something for someone else while not expecting anything in return." I also had the privilege of hearing twice this week from David Rubenstein, David Rubenstein is a renowned financier here in the United States. He is the founder and current CEO of the Carlyle Group, the largest private equity firm in the world. And David mentioned that he has earned over his lifetime tens of billions of dollars. And his parents never said they were proud of him until he signed the giving pledge that he was going to give back 50% of all of his assets to the community, and then began the Patriotic Philanthropy Organization and completely redid the Washington Monument as one example of many. His parents came to him and said, "We are truly proud of you," but never once when he was earning those billions and billions of dollars. So let me close today by saying that there is no limit to the value of an education. Remember, as I also heard, I think it was your salutatorian say as well, your brain is a muscle which really needs to be exercised in diverse and energetic ways. 30% of college graduates never read another book in their life, so keep exercising that brain. Your degree today is only the beginning. Be sure to capitalize on your rich experiences here at Parker as you begin this next phase of your life. Much like the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce, I'm confident you will overcome whatever obstacles that are placed in front of you as you go forward in life, in large part because of your experience here at Parker. So, my very best wishes to you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Malcolmson, for your great speech. And on behalf of Parker University, I'd like to present you with this plaque to commemorate this great day.
Parker University is empowered by the accreditation of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges and the state of Texas to award a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in anatomy and a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in health and wellness. On this special day, we recognize those students who have earned their Bachelor of Science degree while working concurrently toward their Doctor of Chiropractic degree. Will the students graduating with these degrees please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. At this time, I am pleased to ask Dr. Eric Russell to present our candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic program.
Graduates, please stand. Those assisting in conferring of the degree of the Doctor of Chiropractic, please take your places. I present to you the graduating class of December of 2019. The faculty have determined that each of these students have completed or will soon complete all the requirements for the degree, and the faculty have certified them as being worthy of the title and degree Doctor of Chiropractic, with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the first row of graduates please come forward? The rest of the graduates, you may be seated until the marshal directs your rows to rise. Some of the candidates will have family members who are doctors in some of the healing art disciplines. It is a tradition at Parker to allow those doctors to participate in this special occasion with the privilege of handing the graduating family member the diploma at the commencement ceremony. Additionally, we have graduates that will be receiving honors today. Those graduates are awarded the following: cum laude with praise, GPAs 3.5 to 3.74, indicated with the blue cord. Magna cum laude with great honor, GPAs 3.75 to 3.89, indicated with the silver cord. And summa cum laude with highest praise, GPAs 3.9 to 4.0, indicated with the gold cord. Austin Raul V. Acosta. Tyler Alsup. Riley Blake Anderson. Larissa Armstrong Kager, salutatorian summa cum laude. Kyle Brent Babcock, presented by his father, Dr. Brent Babcock. Congratulations. James Barker. Gordon Tyler Begley. Kason Belknap. Rudolph Jordan Bersani, cum laude. Chance Billups. Congratulations. Dalton Travis Brown. Edward James Butler, presented by Dr. Robert Jones, President of the American Chiropractic Association. Nyasia Janae Calhoun. Wyatt Jack Campbell. Christian Taylor Cano, presented by Dr. Fernando Connor, father, Dr. Liz Shaquin, aunt, Dr. Bradley Shaquin, uncle, Dr. Jeffrey Shaquin, uncle, Dr. John Shaquin, uncle, Dr. Richard Shaquin, uncle, Dr. Gerald Sequin, uncle, Dr. James Sequin, uncle, Dr. Nicole Sequin Edwards, cousin, Dr. Shelley Cuisin Hogan, Dr. Jennifer Cuisin, cousin, Dr. Nicholas Cuisin, cousin, Dr. Samuel Sneed, cousin, and Dr. Drew Brennis, cousin. Alejandro Castaneda. Family presenter, Dr. Jeff Phillips, father-in-law. Victoria Castaneda. Family presenter, Dr. Jeff Phillips, father. Wade Mitchell Cole. Lauren DeStefano, magna cum laude, presented by Dr. Ralph DeStefano, father. Ashley Danielle Edwards, magna cum laude, presented by Dr. Terry Jo Edwards, mother. Connor Lee Edwards, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Brandon Luke Ennis, presented by his father, Dr. Michael Ennis. Tamara Michelle Finch. Garen Scott Fontenot, presented by his brother, Dr. Austin Fontenot. Garrett A. Garcia, magna cum laude. Keith Juan Jade Grant. Ashley Calais Gray. William Douglas Green. Noah Patrick Hershey, magna cum laude. Morgan Richard Hudson, cum laude. Madison K. Hunt. Jamie Jakes. Christina Jefferson. Silas Jennings. Danielle Nicole Johnson. Jeffrey William Kirkland, presented by his father, Dr. Christopher Johnson, and his fiancee, Dr. Rachel Durst. Blake Allen Klessig. Sung Yoon Koo. Margaret Emily Marie Krempine, presented by Dr. Raymond Richard Westbrook, uncle. Lawrence Michael Larson, cum laude. Derek Jonathan Lau. Samantha Rose Ledger. Jay Chain Liu. Frank Lopez. Michelle Martin Eisenman. Tamara Maxwell Davis. Callie Marie McCormick. Sydney McDonald Hughes. Brian Mitchell. Mickey Mondragon. Emmanuel Monroy. Katie Michelle Moore. Heather Nicole Morgan. Justin Anthony Newsom. Jordan William Palmer. Kirsten Parker. Marshall Sebastian Parker, presented by his father, Dr. Kyle Parker, Chief Executive Officer of the Arkansas Colleges of Health Education. Abigail Vidal Paris. Amanda Perzan. Megan Peterson, presented by her sister, Dr. Michelle Peterson. Bin Tai Pham. Paige Nicole Quibido. Sierra Dawn Quinn. Joshua Ryan Ramirez. Aradna Rana. Ashley Kate Ronderman. Austin Allen Ray, presented by his sister, Dr. Courtney Ray Kayla. Ryan Jeffrey Richard. Carly Elise Rodriguez, presented by her husband, Dr. Ty Rodriguez. Mohammed Safavi. Creon C. Strunk, Jr. Caleb Tasker Shannon, presented by his wife, Dr. Brittany Shannon. Michael Lakshun C. Baylor Dean Sieg. Summer Spillman. Quinn Michael Strahl. John Michael Tate. Christopher Mark Taylor, presented by his wife, Dr. Rachel Spicer. Rowan David Ward Teasdale, presented by his father, Dr. Rowan Teasdale. Jordan Tittle. Lauren Brooke Wall Horn, cum laude. Courtney Hope Whitehead. Kayla Wilds. Leonard Charles Wright. Andrew Thomas Nicholas Yakubik. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause, please. Please help me welcome back to the podium the Vice Provost of Parker University, Dr. Patrick Bodner.
Okay. All right, graduates, please rise and raise your right hand. Additionally, we'd like all the doctors of chiropractic present today to please stand and join us in reaffirming their commitment by reciting the oath with the graduates. Graduates, please remain standing after the oath. Thank you, and please recite after me. I do hereby affirm before God and these assembled witnesses that I will keep this oath and life commitment to hold in esteem and respect those who taught me this chiropractic healing art, to follow the methods of treatment which according to my ability and judgment I consider for the highest benefit of my patients to abstain from whatever is deleterious and unethical, and to stand ready at all times to serve my fellow man, without distinction of race, creed, or color. With purity, I will pass my life and practice my art. I will at all times consider the patients under my care to be of supreme importance. I will not spare myself in providing my patients the care I have been taught to give by my alma mater. I will keep inviolate all things revealed to me as a physician while I continue to faithfully keep this oath. May it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of the chiropractic healing art, respected by all people at all times. Congratulations. Okay. And please welcome back to the podium our president, Dr. William Morgan.
May be seated here. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming here. And it's rightful that we'd have this ceremony in a church, and it's that we'd have these assembled witnesses as well, because from the ancient garb we wear and this ancient ceremony that goes back to the Middle Ages of graduation, of commencement. But it's even older than that, because the oath you just took is reflective of something much deeper. Thousands of years ago, physicians were kind of a nefarious group. Not like they are today. So we in the ancient world, a physician could take advantage of a slave or a woman, or share secrets, or maybe take a bribe to give it a toxin instead of a cure. And when Hippocrates coined that oath, that he would do no harm, that he would not cause harm and would not share secrets, all those things that we just were reflected in our oath, which I feel is a superior oath, actually. It wasn't a century before everyone in the ancient world would only go to a physician who had taken the oath. And we're all gathered together as we heard this oath to hold them accountable of that oath. Throughout their lives, their loved ones, their family, we're here to hold you accountable. We heard you say it, and we're gonna hold you to that oath. All those things are meaningful. It's not just an empty ceremony. We're all here as part of the ceremony. They gave the oath, we're witnesses of the oath. This is a very special class. I just say a few words. It's when you were the first class that came after I did. I was here a grand 2 months, and then you arrived. And I think you might have thought I was here a while, but I was brand new learning about being a president. From this class, there's just so many leaders in Solomon's Porch, leaders who basically, this class had a real strong interest in fitness, so we created Parker Fit and had a really strong fitness and emphasis on campus. Our Neuro Center, the Neuro's master's degree, were actually ideas that we gleaned from your strong interest and your strong leadership. You changed Parker, you're part of what changed this. And we just had a tornado hit our facility as well, causing $40 million in damage. And by all rights, my recommendations I received were to close it down for about 6 months, maybe a year, then we restart it. But for my faculty, my staff, and through a very heavy lift, and also my board of trustees who understood the gravity of that, they gave us a permission to go forward. But the faculty, who maybe look a little more tired than they do at most graduations, and actually the students too, we had to do a lot of extra work. And you put up with a lot of inconveniences. But I think you're going to remember you were here, that class that was here, when the tornado came through. When you come back and you see the rebuild of the university, how beautiful it is with the rebuild, I think you're going to be proud. As you know, we'd love to have you come back for homecoming every year. And of course, everybody today was given a coin when they arrived, when they went through the ceremony. And the coin you received, it goes back to a tradition in the military. And it was established in Vietnam by the Army Special Forces. And it's just a remembrance of those you served with, those who didn't come back, and also the training you'd gone through. So we kind of picked up on that. And we have two of our favorite Parker principles on there. Loving service is my first technique, and develop a compassion to serve that is greater than my compulsion to survive. So we'd like to ask you to keep this as a memento so you can remember us. It's just a token of your time here. And of course, those of us in the military, if you're ever at some place where you're imbibing with libations, for those who are in the Marine Corps, that means bellying up to the bar. But if you're ever imbibing in libations and somebody taps that coin and you don't have yours at a Parker event, then you're buying that round. So we had a big event in Florida not too long ago of like 20 or 30 people, and everybody's jumping around showing me their coin when we went in there because they didn't want to be caught with that one. So anyway, please keep those coins and be ready to show those at a moment's notice. And that was my favorite part of the ceremony, and I think it'll be yours too. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority vested in me as the president of Parker University, by the Board of Trustees and the great state of Texas, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic and Bachelor of Science with all rights, privileges, responsibilities hitherto pertaining. You may now move your tassel from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the 85 newest doctors of chiropractic. And I'm glad I could be the first one to say, welcome to the profession, doctors. Now I'd like to bring in Dr. Gene Gilgelman, who will lead us in the benediction. Gene?
On a side note, this is a tremendous class. I've taught over 103 classes here at Parker, and by far, you guys touch my heart in many, many, many ways. And I appreciate you showing you. I'll stay in touch. A couple of last things just to kind of wrap this up. Please join the Parker University family in celebrating the accomplishments of these graduates. There will be a reception following or honoring the graduates immediately after this ceremony, just up these stairs and out in the lobby in the back. So please join us for that. Now, we start with prayer, we end with prayer. So may we pray. Dear God, our Heavenly Father, thank you for this glorious and happy day. Thank you for those who have come here to this place to celebrate this momentous occasion in the lives of these graduates. Thank you for touching the life of Dr. James W. Parker and providing him with the love, the vision, and the ability required to build this great institution. Thank you for allowing the faculty and staff of this university the opportunity to educate and train these graduates in the science, the philosophy, and the art of chiropractic so that they may change and make a positive impact on this world one spine at a time. Thank you for Dr. Morgan, Dr. Bodner, Dr. Moschella, the rest of the platform party, and the Board of Trustees for the great leadership they provide this university. I thank you, Lord, for the time you gave me and the blessings you bestowed upon my life through these students that I got to know and teach while I was here at Parker. God, please grant each person here today peace in their lives. Teach us to all live together in harmony and to be forgiving of our fellow human beings. Teach us to love unconditionally, to be nice to each other, and teach us to treat everyone, both human and animal, with the respect and concern that they deserve, and treat them how we would want to be treated ourselves. God, we ask that you bless each of these graduates, be their guide in all that they do, be their light in times of darkness, and just have them be grateful, as Larissa said, for the many blessings you've bestowed upon their lives. God, we pray you continue to watch over and protect our military and first responders, personnel who serve this great country and protect our freedom. God, I ask that you just thank you for this time of year, this season in which many of us celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, as we close this ceremony, please bless each family who is represented here and provide them safe passage back to their homes. May God bless each and every one of you. I ask all these things in your holy name. Amen. Now it's showtime.